Social media is connecting people, and it's sharing ideas, not shouting them. And that's very different from broadcasting. Broadcasting is traditionally shouting. Social media is sharing, and through sharing you can have a conversation. And the world needs far more conversations these days. I would argue that social media isn't finished. That you go to a website and you start a discussion, and there's no beginning, middle and end. It's an ongoing discussion, and that's, I think, part of the problem with a lot of media, for example websites, that they are maybe beautifully done but they're finished. There's very little that the audience can change. I think it's a mixture of online contacts that you make, but it's also a trigger to have real face-to-face meetings as well. So the best thing is a combination between online and offline, and that to me, the social also has a real world aspect as well. I have maybe 2,000 friends on Facebook, but the real friends that I define as friends probably no more than 200 who I'm working with, let's say professionally. And if you're talking about socially, my real friends, less than 20. There's a lot of noise coming up in some of the social networks like Twitter and Facebook, where people are trying to sell you something. In fact, they're using very old-fashioned techniques which are cluttering up some of the conversations, and I think some of them will go away. It's difficult to filter, but that's I think one of the dangers of some of the applications, that they will be misused purely for marketing purposes. I don't think anybody knows, but we are heading far more towards a world where things are left in beta. That is the fact that something isn't finished actually doesn't matter, because it's part of an ongoing conversation, as it were. I think we're going to see some massive changes in traditional broadcasting as they move from being, let's say, simply shouting towards audiences, into an organisation that is actually there to provide a catalyst for conversation. I think that specifically is the role for public service media in the future, that they have to find new ways to make sustainable conversations in society. That sounds simple, but it's actually very difficult to do well.